Welcome back, everyone. It's your boy CJR Sports, and today we'll be talking about the PrizePicks slate for March 15th. When I'm recording this, it's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so you have about 2 to 3 hours to get the leans that I'm going to give you guys. So the first one I want to kind of look at is some free throw props. Earlier in the day, you could have gotten some of these free throw props at a much better line. And the ones that I'm talking about are Stephen Curry and where is he? DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan and Stephen Curry are two that you could have gotten at a way better line this morning. They were both, Curry was at 5.5, moved to 5. You can see 5, 4, 5, 2, 6. He only hit the 5.5 over 1 out of 5 times. So at 5, he has hit it once, but then has also pushed twice. That was something that I was looking at earlier in the day. I was looking at the under 5, and at 5 you can do what you want with it. Earlier in the day, probably would have taken the under, and then DeMar DeRozan was 7.5, 4, 4, 7 would have hit it 3 out of 5 times, with averaging 5.4 over this last 5, hitting 4, and then his line was at 4.5, and that got moved to 5. Stand away from both of those. Just wanted to kind of point you guys out. That's why having some of those lines earlier in the day, knowing what you want, either in the morning or throughout the day, just get them at a better rate, and then you guys, could see. Moving to maybe some free throw, some 3-point props. Darius Garland is always very interesting. Do what you want with him. The last 5, he's at a 2.8. If he's not hitting them with the 5 and the 3, he's having 2.3 games. Wow, that's a tongue twister. So it's always a sweat until the end, especially the last 4 have been a sweat. So do what you want with that prop. Something that you could look to maybe throw in your parlay and to see that, it could be an interesting play. It definitely could pan out for you. I mean, he's capable of making, three-pointers in a game. His 3-point average is 42%. There are times where he does shoot 20 and 28% when he's 2 for 7, 2 for 10, but when he's just 5 for 6, 2 for 4, 3 for 6, it just all depends on the game. They've won the last 5. He has not been able. The games where maybe he hasn't hit, you can go, well, he may not have to play a lot of minutes. 42 minutes. But he hit it in 24 minutes, but 42 minutes, he had 7 attempts. He was also 6 for 18 that game, 8 for 20, so it was definitely his worst shooting game against Boston, but still, he had 7 attempts, made 2 of them. So do what you want with that. That is a player that I've been kind of looking at. If you've been following me either on Twitter or if you are in our Discord, you can see some of the player props. This is mine. You have to pay $30 a month to get in here, but we have the 5 people that you are taking all their picks from, and we all specialize in different sports. I'm football, golf, and basketball. He does basketball, football, baseball, soccer. He does everything. I know he has soccer out right now. He has football, baseball, basketball. So we all specialize different things, lines, everything. You can take a look at some of our cash slips, and we have been cashing a bunch. This all happened the last 2 days. So if you guys want to join, a link will be in the description to join. $30 a month. It's not $15 a month and you only get my picks, or $10 a month you only get my picks. For $30 a month you get 5 people's picks, and there's always descriptions on how you can take their picks and what they are looking at. Now we'll be moving on to rebounds. Few people have been looking at a couple of line changes. Tyler Hero is interesting to me. 5.8, pushed 2 out of the last 5. Has also hit 2 of the last 5, but pushed. So someone I'm looking at against Memphis. Don't know if I'm gonna take it or not. Or if it's going to be the under against Memphis. What is his minutes recently? I had it pulled up. I was just looking at Tyler Hero for 3 props. Minutes 38, 27, 38, 36, 37. So he is playing on average of 35 minutes the past 5. Rebound props are okay. But he does have the minutes to be able to perform. And then against Memphis, a very good defensive team. If you can kind of see what way you might be leaning. But Tyler Hero rebound prop is something that you should keep an eye on. And then the last rebound prop we'll talk about is Jayson Tatum. Where is he? At 9.5. He's averaging 10.8 the last 5, 13, 11, 15, and he needs 10 to hit this against Minnesota. So then we can check out Jayson Tatum last 5, but then is a big thing against Minnesota. The rebounds that he got against Minnesota was 8. I'm not saying that he's going to get 8 again, but it is something to take in consideration. I believe Karl-Anthony Towns is out, so take it that of what you will for it, but someone that possibly could be a play today. Not only just the over, but I think the under could also be a play as well. We'll get into 2-point props that I'm looking at, and then we'll end it there. We have looked at Tobias Harris as a point prop that we've had our eye on, and Stephen Curry is a player that we've also had our points prop eye on as of late. I mean, Steph Curry is a stud. You know, he struggles at times. Clippers, very good defensive team. So he has hit it the last 3 out of 5. You know, Curry's going to play a ton of minutes. You know, Steph's going to play a ton of minutes. The last time he played the Clippers, he scored 22 points against a very good defensive team. So, again, do of that what you will for it. But now, lastly, we are moving to Tobias Harris. Actually, we'll skip Tobias Harris and we'll go to Jimmy Butler. I mean, if you have looked at Jimmy Butler, he has hit it 5 the past 5 going against Memphis. Think his lines are probably a little bit too low. That would be your guys' free play of the day is Jimmy Butler 23.5. If you just look at his line on PrizePicks, he's playing a ton of minutes. He's looking like the old Jimmy Butler before. He's even averaging 22.6, so just 1 under. But I mean, you look at his last 5, he's averaging 29.8 points, averaging 34.6 minutes. Miami as itself hasn't been playing the best. He's not going to shoot a ton of threes, but averaging over 16.6 shot attempts the past 5. I mean, I think Jimmy Butler is an absolute lock here at 23.5, and that is your YouTube free play of the day. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Check out the Discord. $30 a month. Link will be in the description. And it's your boy CJR Sports, and I'm out. Peace, guys.